Heather, and this is my week-by-week pregnancy journal. If you're watching this video because you're expecting, trying to conceive, or just watching for fun, make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel. This week marks week 10 of pregnancy. Today is actually the first day of week 11, so I've just finished the 10th week of pregnancy. This week, the baby is the size of a prune, which is about 1.5 inches, which I feel like I show you the same finger size every time I do this, but it's getting bigger. It's about 1/4 ounce. In size and development this week, facial features are now recognizable. The stomach and kidneys are now working and even producing urine. And the heart now has 4 working chambers. How am I feeling this week? Definitely I feel a tad bit more energy. Enough that my husband and I actually made it back to the gym for the first time in a while. We started out with some moderate cardio, tried not to make my heart rate go too high, and then did some upper body weight training with about 10 to 15 pound weights doing high reps. And for lower body, we did some lunges while we were walking around the indoor track. After doing those lunges around the track, I was definitely feeling sore, but it feels good to feel that tightness come back. This week, we also even started looking at cars. Kind of an unexpected thing. I own my car right now. I have a Kia Optima, like a turbo Kia Optima, so I love it. It's like my little car, but definitely looking into getting more of like an SUV type, safer, bigger vehicle. So we would actually be trading in my car and starting a lease. So car hunting is fun, but it's gonna take some time. This week I had to take my car for an oil change. So we looked at one of the high-rated mid-size SUVs from Kia. It's the Kia Sorento, and I think my husband and I kind of fell in love with it. So we may be taking my car and trading it in sometime in the next couple weeks. It's definitely a sad situation because I am very attached to my car. It's the first car that I bought for myself, but definitely excited to get into a brand new car that's going to be safe for our little peanut on the way. Symptoms this week, I definitely find myself waking up with an achy back in the middle of the night or in the mornings. I think I definitely want to invest in some sort of maternity pillow rather than just my body pillow, one of those like U-shaped ones. If you have any suggestions, please leave it in the comments below. I've seen flat ones, I've seen all different kinds with different reviews, and I'm kind of like up in the air on what I should get. Other symptoms, still having really wacky dreams at night. Sometimes I feel like I could wake up and write a movie. Also, I've noticed slight congestion. I'm just going to chalk that up as a pregnancy symptom because I've read that multiple places. And I'm still having indigestion or lack of digestion. Something that I find that's comforting to me when I'm having those indigestion episodes is green tea ice cream. My absolute favorite green tea ice cream is this Mr. Green Tea ice cream. It is like super strong matcha taste that I love, and it helps with my indigestion, so I'll keep eating it. Also this week I really find myself being very attracted to different kinds of sweets, which I'm not really usually a sweet junkie, so how my body's changing, again, I feel that maybe a little extra tightness is happening in the pants area. If you know what I mean. I don't know if it's related to the baby. At our doctor's appointment this week, I asked if iron was necessary at this point in pregnancy, and she said no, definitely not, maybe like farther into your pregnancy. So thank the Lord I stopped taking iron and I finally pooped normal. That was a very exciting thing this week. Hopefully not taking iron will keep me more regular. So how am I feeling this week? I definitely have to say I'm feeling very excited. Seeing other friends posting on social media about their pregnancies and announcing their pregnancies, knowing that I'm just not too far behind them. How exciting it is thinking about how we're gonna announce, and just thinking like, oh my God, maybe our kids are gonna grow up going to school together. It's just all very, just like a crazy feeling that you never thought of before. So with that, we've started to actually think about how we're gonna do our little social media pregnancy announcement. Thinking about that is fun, you know, coming up with ideas, looking and getting inspiration from other people that have announced. And we think we have a pretty good, like, little funny idea that we picked out to do. I also ordered this shirt from Amazon. It said, not a food baby. I just thought it was funny, so we'll see what it looks like when it comes. I'll show you that in next week's video. This week at 10 weeks and 5 days, we had our first prenatal OB appointment. That was very exciting. I didn't even know that that's what they were calling it. I thought I already had that appointment for some reason, but First prenatal appointment. We actually met with one of the midwives. She was absolutely amazing. She took her time with us, took time to explain everything, and she was just so down to earth. They also listened for the baby's heart rate with the fetal Doppler. It only took her about a minute to find it, and it was beating strong and fast. So they said that that was great news, and the midwife actually said by this point, not telling you what to do, but you can feel as comfortable as anything telling people now that you are pregnant or expecting. I think my husband and I decided that we are going to wait though. So I did ask the question about the fetal Doppler that I've been wondering in the past videos. How safe is it and can you use it at home? She said that she wouldn't recommend you use it too frequently at home, but if you do feel the need to use it, it's not gonna harm anything, but don't abuse it. So very infrequently is what she said that you should be doing it at home. Leave it to the pros to work those little machines. After that, they did some blood work and then sat us down and they talked all about the genetic testing that's available. The main one that they offer now is called Clary Test. It may be called something else through your facility, but through mine it's called Clary Test. If you're not over 35 or have any real reasons to get all of this genetic testing, the insurance companies, they were saying, may charge you for it. So they work with one of the labs and it's a flat fee of $150 to have the genetic testing. And also, since they are testing chromosomes, you would actually find out the sex of your baby. So with all these social media posts that I've said I've been seeing my friends do, they're around 12, 13 weeks and they're doing a pregnancy announcement and a gender reveal. And I'm just like, how is this possible? And how is it, I mean, to me, I thought you wait till 20 something weeks and you get an ultrasound and then they find out the gender. But I guess it's actually more accurate to do it through this genetic testing. So I don't know. Long story short, my husband and I decided that we will have it done. They're gonna schedule us for, you have to be over 12 weeks. Waiting for that phone call, they're gonna call me back to schedule that appointment. And it's crazy to think that in a couple weeks, we will know the gender of our baby and be announcing. Definitely excited for that. So I'll let you know when we schedule that appointment and more to come. That brings us to the end of week 10. I'm gonna give you a little peek at how my belly's looking so far, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. See you next week. So end of week 10, first day of week 11. A little pooching going down here. But this is my belly.